Hi, today we are seeing the first mapping of Informatica. Here we go to mappings and we create the first mapping and go to source and we select the source and connection. We have to create the connection Oracle underscore so desktop. We are selecting through that connection. So here we select our object. Object is nothing but our table name. So in IICS we called it as object. Okay. So it is going to connect with the cloud. So takes time to connect and select employee table, EMP, search, check. Okay. It takes time. Every time it takes some much time, a little bit time because the Informatica cloud service has to go to cloud and get the details. So here we are getting all the fields and we have the partitions here, pass through and key range partitions in the source level. Okay, go to target and we see the incoming fields here also, whatever the incoming fields we are getting from source. So we have to get our target table now, and a target connection we have to select here, and we have to select our target object means target table t underscore employees. Every time it has to go our cloud services and it has operations insert update, and now we are seeing only insert operator here and we are enabled truncate target and bulk loading, and we see this target fields, and if you want to edit the target fields you go and edit here field mappings. If both names are same, go for smart map, click on save, then we see the transformation is valid or not, and click on run and select our runtime environment and click on run. Go to my jobs, there we see so the status of the our mapping, the workflow how it is going. Here we see we call it task flow, and we have to refresh at every time, so we get the outputs how many rows are processed like that, and we get here clear indication when we are doing a refresh, otherwise it is buffering only we see a lot of times. Okay, it's going to connecting to server, that's why taking time. mm, Click on oh, okay, it's processed, no problem. And we go to mapping, our mapping, and see that everything, and source 107 records and target 107 records processed, and we go to session log and see that rows are processed or not. In the session log we see, here we see affected and processed and everything. These are the session log. Okay, we see here reader thread, writer thread, and transformation threads, affected rows and applied rows and rejected rows we see in here. Like this we will do our first mapping. Thank you, please subscribe and like. And now we are seeing the data load from flat file to Oracle table. So now we give the name map underscore flat f employee underscore table. So we are sending the data from flat file to table. So source we have to select now. Go to source. So click on flat files, view, and we see the location of the file. So we have to give date format and then dd by and code page also UTF-8. This code page we'll see in the next upcoming videos. Before that, please subscribe and like. And we select the object. Here it is a flat file. We are selecting employees 1.csv file. So we see the fields. So all are in string format. Edit metadata. And we have to change to our target table data types, like so. Then only we store the data into the target database. So this high date is date and time, salary, commission, department ID, manager ID, all are number format. And click on target. Okay, and we see the incoming fields. Go to target. We select here our target file or TGT, and we see all the details where it is coming. It is coming from core, from the local host. This is a connection details. So already we are given connections. So for your purpose, I am showing. And T underscore employees. Click on OK. So truncate target table and bulk loading also I am doing here. These are the target fields. So go to field mapping. Go to smart map. Click on save. So mapping is valid. Click on run. So runtime environment and all are selected. So go to my jobs and see here the job is starting. So the Informatica, the integration service has to go to the Informatica cloud and will get the data from source to target. Here we are having 218 records in the source, and that all records are processed to our target. So we see the path where the file is there in the source, employee underscore CSV. So for your purpose, I am showing total is 218 records. So 218 records are processed and to the target. Okay, please subscribe and like. So now we are seeing data load from flat file to flat file in Informatica. So we select the source. So flat file. So we can give the name here also. src underscore ff. For notation purpose, we are giving this one. And go to the connection. The flat file connection we are created with the mmdd by. Here date format is important, and the location also we are giving C source file, IICS source file. This is the location of our file, FF employees data. Here delimiter is we are having tilde operator at the rate and hash. We are having three consecutive delimiters here. We test the connection, so connection is successful, and we have to select our flat file. So we go to that location. So we are giving the location, whatever the elements are there in the location, mean elements in nothing but files. We will select our required one, and the fields are like this. And as like earlier, we have to change the data types, number format to date format as well as to number format. Going to options and click on edit metadata, and yes, I'm selecting here integer, and hide date is date and time, salary, number, you have to select all the fields, whatever the number and what are the strings, and we have to separate at the source level, okay, by using edit metadata. So whenever we are uploading a flat file, it automatically takes string data type, okay, it is mandatory, otherwise it gives error, the type conversion error will you'll get. And click on save. So the dates are format changed from number to decimal here, native language of our Informatica. And go to target, here tgt underscore ff flat file. So we are getting here all the incoming fields we see, and we have to give the connection here, target connection t underscore ff mmdddyy. The location is we are giving with the target files. So the date format is important, mmdddyy. The target fields, if there is no target fields here, so these are the properties we are having. We go to formatting options, the delimited, target fields, field mapping. So we have not selected any table, that's why it is empty, showing empty. These are the properties of our target flat file. So we can give here output of file name here, t underscore ff underscore employees dot csv. We have to save it. These are the incoming fields from our source file. These are okay. So where connection also we seen the target location. So these are the Click on save. Mapping was saved successfully. Go to run. Click on run. Go to my jobs. So 107 records are processed. Go to target location and see. Here all the records are mapped. Okay, please subscribe and like for more IICS videos. Thank you. So now here we are seeing data load from flat file to flat file with timestamp. Earlier we have seen only with the uh, flat file name only, automatic random generation. Now we see the connections here now again, which is the date format is very important. MMDD The test connection is successful, and select our flat file from our source location. So already we selected. That's why for your purpose I am showing that one. Go to target for flat file. There the incoming fields we are having. The target connection we see here. We select here our create new at runtime. We have to create our runtime file name. Here we give the expression for that t underscore ff underscore employees underscore. We have to put in a single quotes. The pipe symbol is used for concatenation. We have to convert the date, system date mmddyy with the toChar function with the extension of .csv file. We validate it. Click on OK and click on yes. Like this we will create with the timestamp, flat file with the timestamp. Go to run. Click on run. Go to my jobs and click on refresh for the rows processed or not. It takes time. So now we get the flat file with the system date. Yes, like this you will get. Please subscribe and like for more videos of Informatica, Power Center and IICS. Like this you will get the data. Okay, thank you very much. Here we are seeing, here we see the example data load from flat file to dynamic relational table now. Till now we see to flat file with flat file the timestamp. We see now to relational table, that is maybe Oracle SQL Server. First we take the flat file from the specified location, already we seen source file. So same file we are selecting again. Now what we do, we have to create a dynamic Oracle flat file. Here already seen this example, how do we connect the flat file with the connections. Same process we do here. We test the connection and that the connection is successful. We close it. Formatting options other. So delimited with the tilde operator other rate and dash. Okay. So we get the data from the second row. So we have to change our fields as per our requirement. Even I am, as we seen in the earlier video. So now we have to create a target dynamic target relational table, means a table, employee table, like that we are seen in the database. Like that we will create here. Here we give same core authentication and everything. So we are having t underscore dynamic employee. So we don't have that is table. So t underscore dynamic underscore employee table we don't have in the core schema. Now we are creating t underscore dynamic underscore employee. There is no target fields, and there is no field mappings for right side. Now we have to create. We have to save it and click on run. Click on run. Now the Informatica IICS Cloud Agent will process the data from flat file to Oracle table and is going to save in the Oracle table. Now we see here 107 records are processed, and before that please subscribe and like for my efforts. And now the data will come. Select star from employee. Like this we will get the data. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe and like. See now the example, data load from fixed width file to relational table. Now earlier we seen data load from flat file to relational table. Now we see fixed width file. So we see one by one. Fixed width file means here every each and every individual field having some specified length for storing the records. Okay, the field name and the data has same size here. We see the fixed width file. So before that we have to create a fixed width file format in the mapping. Go to fixed width file format. So select our fixed width file here. So s underscore ff underscore customer underscore fixed with text file we have to select. The table is like this. So 100 around here the data is having all the fixed width, not more than that. So the starting and ending points are equal for each and every field here. Okay, so like this we drag and drop here and we put the cursor there, and we give the column boundaries here. So we see 55, 17, 27, 37 and 47 are the boundaries are specified here. Edit columns, and we give the names of the column here. The column 1, column 0, we are giving ID, and column 1 as F name is first name, last name. So we have to change our data types also. So ID is integer, that's why I'm selecting ID. DOB, which is a date time format. In column 4, city. Like this we will select. Click on save. So fixed with the file format is ready. Now we go to new mappings and mapping create. So source and target connection is there. Go to source. We select the connection here. So FF any flat file mmddyy format we are selecting. Now we select here. contest customer, we are selecting the data and the preview the data. So before that, the connections and source type has to see here and go to fields. We go to formatting options and select here fixed width. So and the file format also we select here fixed width file format. The formatting option we select fixed width, then only the data will come in a proper manner, otherwise it will not come as we seen. So edit metadata, here number is integer and click on save. Go to target. So how do we create target relational table? Go to target and select target relational table connection and click on select. So we don't have t underscore fixed width, we have created here. Select star from t underscore fixed width. I want to truncate table t underscore fixed width. So there is no data in this. T underscore fixed width. Click on OK. So we have to create a target table and we have to do the mapping from source to target with the smart map. Okay, and click on save. If any field not mapped, we have to get drag and drop there. So before that, please subscribe and like for more IICS and Informatica videos. Click on run. Go to my jobs. Then we see the data is processed or not here. Okay, the three rows are processed. We see here source is 3 and target 3. So we are having 3 rows. And we do select star from fixed width. Like this we will store the data. Okay, thank you. Please subscribe and like. So now we see in the fixed width file we're having the data that is spaces. So I want to trim that spaces in the target table. So what to do now? So same, we have to give the connection source and target. So select the flat file delimiter mmddy. The date format is here mmddy, and we go to formatting options and select the fixed width and the location, whatever the fixed width component we have created now, we have to select that one. And we have to convert the date and time and city to our native data types and go to here. Which transformation we do? Tell me. Expression. Okay, so in the meanwhile, in the mean, we have to create expression. So the expression is to remove the spaces of the first name and last name, everyone. We see one here. So expression we are having these are the properties of expression transformation. I go to expression and click on place. We are having output field. So we have to give the name of output field o underscore last underscore name. Here I want to trim the spaces. So which function we are using here and how we are doing using with the expression transformation we see in this example. Before that, please subscribe and like. Okay, thank you. Okay, go to fields and we have to give our expression here. Expression is nothing but we are having expression inbuilt functions we see one by one. So L trim means left trim and R trim is nothing but a right trim. These are the trim functions we are having. And which field you want to trim, you go and select that field first of all. Okay, select here, add first name. So you have to save it. It takes time. Every time it go and IICS do the in the cloud. That's why it taking time. Go to my jobs and click on refresh button. Then it will give the result. The success rows and here same. So there is no spaces are there. We see in the first name. So start from TN fixed width. So like that we will trim the uh, right and left trim functions we are having. In the coming examples, we see lot more uh, exercises. We see in the expression transformation. So we do have a special session on expression transformation here, and we know how to already do in Informatica. Same way we do here IICS also. The formula is L trim, R trim. We are having. So it's changing now. So is there any changes we'll do? Also we see here. Like that also we see here only R trim. How it will works. Also we see. Click on run. My jobs. So like that you see you do a lot more exercises with the expression transformation. Now I am only giving this L trim and R trim options. You practice more and then you get clear knowledge about this. So like this spaces will remove. Okay, this is the way we do flat file to relational table. And if you want to remove the R trim means spaces, you do the operation is R trim and L trim. Okay, please subscribe and like for more videos. Okay, thank you very much. So now we see in the flat file we are giving Unicode characters. We see that Unicode characters here, And how do we get the Unicode characters we see? In the code page we are seeing in the first example, UTF-8 and MS Latin. So we have to specify there only. Okay, then we get the that Unicode characters. So these Unicode characters will get in our real-time project also. We have to uh, get the flat file to table, and we do and we have to save into the table also that Unicode characters. And we see here UTF-8. We select for Unicode characters and click on OK. So we see in the first source file. So we open with the notepad. So we are having Hindi alphabets here, some tilde operators and caps, and we are having some special characters. Okay, that characters has to load into the our target table. This exercise regarding. We select here UTF-8. Otherwise, we do have MS Latin in the default. Now I am selecting MS Windows Latin. Click on OK. Formatting options. We go. Everything is correct. See the preview data here. So in the preview data, we are seeing some other characters. Not exact. We are not getting here. So here we are having Hindi alphabets and some special characters. When I am giving MS Latin, so it's not showing in the proper way. Okay, so for that what we do, and we go to edit, and instead of MS Latin we give here UTF-8. This is code page. See this code page, everything in the upcoming sessions. So same MS Latin is there, it is not saved. Okay, we see here preview data, and same data we are reflecting again here. The same data is reflecting. So select our object, so earlier we seen how do we change our flat file data types in the source level with the so many examples. Like that we will change our source string, everything, every flat file is in the string format only. Now we change it to our requirement. Okay, that may be date or number. Here the number is converted to decimal. Click on save. Go to target. The target table T underscore employees. So already data is there. The preview is showing last time data. So we are having core, the local host, and everything. Here I am changing that code page to UTF-8. run and run my jobs. So by doing more examples only we will get the clear idea about this flat file data loads, which are very important. That's why I am doing so many sessions on this. You have to keep in mind each and every step. So 107 records are processed. So the data is coming in the not our format. So target fields are also even correct only. Mm, okay, UTF-8 only we are giving. Now we select MS Windows Latin. Now we will run. So there we are giving MS Windows Latin now. Okay, we see now how the data will come here. So it's not showing the correct format of the data. So go to source, Unicode flat files, and select source. So the preview is not showing correct here. Edit. Now we select here UTF-8 and test the connection. Click on OK. And again we select the file, preview data. Again we are selected. That's why all the data types are changed here. So now we have to do again. Why it's not showing? Okay, you see. So we are changing the data into our data types. Click on save. Go to target. So these are our incoming fields. Click and run. Go to my jobs. So now we are getting the data. So like this we will do. Now we are seeing here file list concept. So the data load from multiple flat file to a relational table. Okay, we select the source. So that is the path of our source files. We go to source file and we do create here a master file which contains all the files locations. So the date format is important here, mmddYYY. So code page also UT8 we are selecting here. Fields. So high date we have to see that which format is there, the date, and then we change that. So which is in the format of 17. So DD and 4 wise. In the expression, go to expression transformation. We change our high date here, o underscore f field, high date and time. So which function will we use here? To date function. So the high date is DD YYY format. We have to convert this. So in that we are having DD Okay. In the connection we are having MMDDYYY. That's why we are doing this one. Click on OK. Go to target. These are the incoming fields. Target. Test. Work. Target table. So target type is single object. So here we are using source type is file list. And we are do the file list indirect file also. We select there that is direct file loading. Okay, truncatable. So all that mapped into every and individual fields we have mapped there. So here instead of hide date we are seeing here o underscore hire underscore date, which is coming from expression transformation. Save the transformation pipelines. Click and run and go to my jobs. So status is in queue position. So it is now running. So it's processed to 84. Okay. Please subscribe and like for more videos. Okay. And then we got the data and counter also it's matched. Okay. Thank you. Now we are seeing here file list concept. So hi. Now we are seeing Excel data load to relational table. So for that we have to take ISM in IICS. So intelligent structure model we have to create. For that we go to components and we select intelligent structure model and click on create. So name we have to give here ISM underscore ISM underscore Excel. We give what name we have to give now. That name should be match with our requirement. Means we have to whenever we are seeing so Excel. Okay. Underscore EMP DEPT. So EMP DEPT we have to select. We have to do this visual mode. Here we can give the rename. The element 2 also having rename EMP. So we are having different types of outputs here. See here relation output. Click on save. So the intelligent structure model is successfully saved. Now The intelligent structure model is created. Then what is our next step now? Now we give file path in input.txt file. Okay, go to source location, open input. We have to give the notation is file underscore path, and we give the as it is. So same. Okay, there is no deviation in that. If there is any spelling mistakes also, it will not execute. It will give errors. Keep in mind. Go to mappings, m underscore excel emp underscore dept table. Go to source, and we have to create the connection. So we have to take our flat file connection. Now we select here input.txt file. Now we select the file path is there in the input.txt now. So we select that one. So we are having file path. Click on save. Now go to structure parser. Select structure parser from three dots. So with the structure parser, we convert Excel data to relational data. You see here, and select our structure parser. So select, go to not Q dev, dev, select ISM, Excel emp dept, can select the output is relational. We select relational there. There is no incoming field coming, and output fields we see here. So there is no connection, that's why it is not showing. Now we go to structure parser. The file path is came now. So we map that file path to file path. Click on save. This is very important step, is field mapping. Okay, now we are having department as well as employee. So now we map the target, then it shows. So which one we have to map, employee table, employee data, or department data. So in the meanwhile we create expression. So we have all the incoming fields. So here we are having the date is in string format. So here hire date is in string format. We have to convert that into date format by using expression transformation. Now click on place. We create one output field here, O underscore hire date. We select the type date and time. Click on OK and go to configure. We have to convert to underscore date hire date. DDMON YY. We see the date format here. It is in DDMON YY format only. So go to mappings and validate. Click on OK. So there is no options we select here. Go to incoming fields. All the incoming fields are there. And we give the target connection here. Oracle underscore TGT. Select our target table here. T underscore EMP. Select OK. Then we truncate the target. So field mapping, smart map. So if both are same, automatically it's in place of hire date, we have to map O underscore hire date. Okay. Click on run. Go to my jobs. Refresh our task flow. So running status is in queued position. Okay, it will take ISM interface structure model will the parser will convert the data into relational table here, and how it is going store in our target table we see now. So all 107 records are processed. Okay, we do truncate and again we run here table T underscore employees. So now there is no data in the target table. For your purpose only I am showing this one. Okay, we are having department table also. Click on OK. Now I am taking this is DEPT. We give the connections now for the target table department. So in that sheet we are having two employee as well as department. That's why it is showing two tables connection there, and we are mapping employee to employee as well as department to department here. Now see target fields, field mapping, smart map. Click on save. truncate table t underscore select star from departments department. Now I'm going to run here this one. So now the both the tables don't have the data. Go to my jobs. The rows are processed and the status we are seeing, which is in running position. Click on refresh, then it will show the result. Means the rows are processed or not. It has any errors, it will show. So otherwise, it show it is buffering only. So now it's got 134 records processed. The department as well as yeah, the employees, target employees also, and the department also stored. So like this, we will do. So first we take ISM, and then in the ISM we give the details of Excel file. Then we use the intelligent structure model to get the details. Thank you. Please subscribe and like. Thank you very much. Hi. Now we are